lake over here, not yet. Put him in the back. He's waiting.
We're really moving. Oh, let's see if I can get this in here. Oh, that might be better. Yeah, you're right. These are great.
Okay.
Welcome to the Erie County Fair. This is part of my history, and I wanted to come here during these early weeks as I'm preparing to become the governor of the state of New York, and to bring people to a place that really had a profound influence on my life. I was a little girl in this town, never missed a single year. Even as an adult, I do not miss coming here, but it also brought back a memory. As a young 4-H'er, this is the place I gave my very first public speech. I was 10 years old, part of a program where we had to come up with a healthy food, make a poster, and talk to people in public about it. So I can still give you the recipe for the famed banana orange frosted if you care. Put that online. But it was here I actually had to present myself to an audience at 10 years old and start of a journey of, unexpected journey, but one where I developed some confidence as a young girl. And I say that message for all young people to take advantage of opportunities like a 4-H program or other programs to develop those leadership skills at a very young age, because you never know where it will lead. I love this fair. My family loves this fair. Bobby Brunner, who's been part of my family history since we were all in grade school together, played sports together, not me, but my brothers. It's been a long journey, and I just wanted to bring everyone here and tell them, come to the fair, but when you come to the fair, the best news is that you can get a vaccination right here. If you are not vaccinated, County Executive Polling Cars has set up a great program. There's vaccination sites on site here, plus you get a $10 voucher for some of the best food you're ever going to have. So at this time, I'm looking forward to taking a few of your questions, but I do have a lot of animals to meet and people to see and food to eat.
Michael, Lieutenant Governor, a lot has been made about the fact that you'll be the first female governor of the state of New York, but you will also be the first governor from Western New York since the 1880s. They say that representation matters. What does it mean for Western New York that we will have a governor from here, and what will be your specific priorities for Western New York in the week ahead?
Thank you, Michael. And I have been serving in every level of government there is, representing Western New York for many of it, from town board, right down the hall here, right down the road here, to representing much of Western New York in Congress and county clerk. But as Lieutenant Governor, I've been proud to represent the entire state. But I do want to send a message to Western New Yorkers. I know this community, I love this community, and I'll fight for this community. And that comes down to ensuring we continue the great economic development progress, that we don't let up on all those initiatives that are bringing back communities like the east side of Buffalo, where I literally was last week, announcing a significant program to give people the dignity of a good home. Also, I know the priorities are important. Priorities like the Buffalo Bills. And it's very, very important to me that we ensure that the Buffalo Bills maintain their home here in Western New York.
Lieutenant Governor, can you update us on the status of the building of your cabinet? Specifically, I'm curious about Dr. Zucker. You've spoken to him and determined whether he will remain on as health commissioner.
I am having those conversations as we speak. I'm consulting outside experts as well on many issues. But what I will do is put together an administration that has some continuity because we are in a crisis situation. However, I'm going to be signing an executive order to keep people in place for 45 days and continue to evaluate during that time. I want to make sure that I have the flexibility that I need to make decisions quickly, but also ensure the continuation of state government.
Lieutenant Governor, being from Western New York, and when you become governor, what are your key priorities for Buffalo and Western New York?
Ensuring the economic development continues. There are still a lot of problems. There's problems with poverty. There's people who need affordable housing. We need to get rental assistance out, and this is not just Western, this is statewide. We need to get rental assistance money that's sitting. I'm not satisfied with the rate of progress in terms of getting that money out to renters, but also to landlords who need this money to make their next mortgage payment. So many of these issues are not just Western New York issues, they're statewide issues. I will continue focusing on issues like child care as well. I have visited more child care centers over the past year, thanking these people who are the essential workers for the essential workers. And we need to pay them better, give them more respect, and recruit more people because this is the first place our children are educated. And also, it's a barrier for women to be able to get back to their jobs. So I'm looking forward to also making sure that our schools are safe, not just Western New York, but all across the state of New York. And I believe that's going to call for mandatory masks at minimum.
You also mentioned the Buffalo Bills. I just wanted to ask if there's any updates on the negotiations for the new bills.
I'm excited about the opportunity to make sure that we structure a deal that's good for the taxpayers as well as making sure the bills stay here.
My last question.
Can you give us a sense of the amount of the current administration that assists you or be in your administration, and who exactly is your primary advisor going forward?
I was very clear in my first remarks following Governor Cuomo's decision to resign his position that I will not keep anyone who is charged with unethical behavior who is listed in that report. So that's job number one, is to clean house of people who are mentioned in the report in that negative way. A number of people have left already, and I'm going to continue working with the team I have as Lieutenant Governor, but taking advantage of this deep relationships that I have with many outstanding commissioners and public servants who are part of the administration, and to give them the freedom to go forth and make smart decisions for the people of New York. And I'm proud today to be joined by our Commissioner of Agriculture, for example, Richard Ball. I have deep relationships with these people. I know who the best and the brightest are, and the best and the brightest are absolutely going to stay.
Lieutenant Governor, one other thing if I can. You have said, and I think correctly, that it is up to the Assembly what happens with the impeachment probe. But as you look at public opinion surrounding this, there are bipartisan calls to make public the findings of the Judiciary Committee. Impeachment aside, would you join those bipartisan calls to make public what they found out? And do you worry if that doesn't happen, that there will be this continued cloud over Albany just as you take office?
I assure you that under my administration there will not be a cloud over Albany. I support Speaker Heastie's decision. I am deferential to the leadership of the co-equal bodies, co-equal with governors, so I don't have a higher position than them. So what he decides to do with respect to the investigations, I have utmost respect for. That does not mean that there are not other investigations that are ongoing, and I will ensure that my administration provides all the information that's requested in furtherance of those.
Should it become public, though, what's been found out?
That is going to be up to the Judiciary Committee what they choose to release.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for
We're going
coming
to go
out.
inside. You're welcome to follow us to the room. Everybody ready?
Ooh, sorry. Sorry about that.
You guys want to leave your sticks, you can.
Y'all want to get ahead of her and go inside? Thanks, Mike.
Yep. Do you want me to leave this
Want to
here
get
too?
ahead of her?
All right.
on into the building and then you can pick her up in there.